Right, well, welcome back to the Codan 7411 Mark II antenna tuner, marine antenna tuner. Well, it will work just as well on land. I mean, you can always apply a bit of moisture if you really feel keen. Now, the recording cut off in mid-flow, and I was just about to say something about making up a tuning chart so you know where these go. As I said, it is getting late, and I started wandering off up the band, wandering off up here somewhere, when what you need to do really is, if you were going to use one of these, or if I was going to use one of these on a regular basis for HF, I would say, okay, let's have column 1 will be 10, column 2 will be 20, column 3 will be 40, column 4 would be 80, and I just say, okay, I think the last one we tuned was 20 meters, was 20 meters. So for 20 meters, so you just put in load, which is this one here. The lighting in here is pretty poor, so I'm trying to hold this torch here. So this is load, this is tune, this is antenna, and you've got load, tune, and antenna here. So if 1 is 10 meters, and you might just write 10 meters above it or below it, you'd say load is 8, tune is 10.5 probably. Yeah, 10.5, that's sort of halfway between 10 and 11, you can probably see that there. And antenna is E, okay, antenna is on E there, E, okay. And for argument's sake, so that was for the 20 meter band. So you put that in column 2. And if the 10 meter band, for argument's sake, was, you know, the tuning was a little bit different, you'd say, yeah, okay. So column 1 is the 10 meter band. So you'd have load would be 7, tune would be 8, and antenna would be D, okay. And then you just fill that in for you. So you'd fill those 3 parameters in a vertical column: load, tune, antenna. 10 meters, 20 meters, 40 meters, 80 meters. And if you were really mad keen, it would probably work on 160 as well. So that's how you'd fill those little charts in. And you saw how broad that tune was. You know, it was a very broad tune. The bandwidth on the antenna analyzer was set to 2 megs, and you saw it was a very, you know, really quite a shallow curve. So once you'd set these for the mid band position, so you just tune it to the middle portion of the band, and then you would just tune it, put those parameters in there for the different bands, and you'd be able to use the whole band, I suspect, without any bother at all. I think the edges, I've actually put the antenna analyzer away now, but the edges I think were you know, the tune curve on it was so shallow that I think it wasn't worse than 1.5 to 1 at each end at the 2 megs. So you could use the just one tune for the whole band, without it upsetting your radio at all, without it affecting the output power or the radiated signal efficiency enough for anyone to notice at the other end. So there we go. There's the sorry about being cut off mid-flow in part 1, but this camera will automatically record for 20 minutes and it shuts off, and I get a bit carried away. You've probably not noticed that, but I did a little bit carried away with waffling, and you know, I sort of go off at tangents and things like that. So before you know it, the 20 minutes has gone. So I didn't get time to say thank you for watching part 1, so I'll say that now. And I hope you found it interesting and informative, or both, or you know, even a curiosity. I look at a bit of an antique. And I hope you've found this part 2 likewise entertaining or informative or useful. I'd like to thank you for watching part 2. Have fun with your amateur radio, and I'll be back with back with something else. There's a couple of things that I've been thinking about doing, and the battery on my torches has died. I thought I might make an RF ammeter because they're quite useful. And if you're mucking around with HF and you're learning about HF and you've just got your license and you've got an 817 or you know, an 857, and you go out portable and you set the stuff up in portable locations, then it's good to know what the antenna current is, and it's good to know what the earth current is, and it's good to know how to improve those, because the better the antenna current and the better the earth current, the better you're going to radiate, generally speaking. And there was another one as well that I thought of doing. I can't remember what that was now, but as I said, it's getting late. It's now 10 past midnight, and that's the dog saying good night. If you heard that, I'll catch you next time. Thanks again for watching.